What's up everyone and welcome back to this video. This is part of a series where we are completely overworking the interior of the MX-5, and as you can see we got the roll bar and the seats in place already. This video here specifically is just about the seats, just about getting these out and getting the bucket seats in. So if you want to see the entire all-in-all video, then click on the pop-up banner, because this video here is just a step-by-step how to get your seats out and get your bucket seats in. You will run into some issues probably, and you will probably need different consoles and stuff like that, and we still need to order a different console for this because we need to be able to adjust our backrest, and I didn't think about that before making this video. Yeah, this is just a TÜV regulation in Germany. It is kind of stupid, but it has to be done to get these seats on the street legally. Without wasting any time, let me show you how you get your old seats out. It's pretty straightforward. You have just 1, 2, and here in the back 3 and 4 screws that screw the seat into place, and then you have a 5th screw that goes for the belt on the side of the transmission, and then you'll have of course the belt attached by itself on the left hand side here as well. So we'll just do that real quick and then we'll get the seat out. Now to get the original console of the seats, we need to turn this thing around first, then we slide everything all the way down. Now we can reach the screws right here. These are really tight. Yeah, and then we slide them all the way back so we can reach these down here. And then we can take them off, just like that. Now we will reuse those, but anything else on the seat is unnecessary. Except for this part right here, because we might actually use our original belt, or let the original belt inside the car. But we'll see about that. Okay. Now what I'm showing you right here is the seat mounts that we were going for initially. In the end, like I said before, we still need to order a different console for this because we need to be able to adjust our backrest. But I still wanted to show you how these actually work, because they're really a cool solution if you just want to keep the original seat rails. In the end, we went for Cybul seat brackets, which in the end still didn't make the car be able to go through the TÜV. We will solve that in another video though. To get the consoles onto the old original consoles, all you have to do is get a 13mm. You need your seat, of course, and you need to put these on your seat first. The long side of these goes where your center hole is in the seat. It's relevant how you place these adapter plates. Now, your consoles are in place. Yeah, just screw them into place. Only thing is, in Germany, if you want to have a TÜV certificate, or you want to basically go legal on the streets. I know it's really stupid, but you have to have at least 15 degrees of movement for your backrest. So what we will have to do in the future is to put some adaptable brackets here so you can, adjust the backrest. It's really stupid, but yeah, that's the way it is in Germany. And that's how you put the consoles on. Now we can throw the seat back into the Miata. Putting the seats in, we got new Cybul seat rails. We are going to install the bracket to the seat, but only in the front, because I want to be able to lift the seat up in the rear so I can get to this point. This is almost unreachable if you have this thing entirely attached to the seat. Yeah, those go in
like this. Now imagine if I screwed that on, it would be impossible to reach this bit where the screw is going into the ground. So we are just screwing in the front, and then we will be able to lift the seat up and put the brackets onto the ground. You see, like that. And on the driver's seat, I figured out that you cannot actually go with this point here. And this is too low for the seat because it's crashing into the roll bar here in the rear. So hand tight is fine. You're going to be able to later screw that in properly. For that, you will need to actually cut your Allen key because it's unreachable once the seat is in place. Okay, here comes the seat. And you make sure you match up the front. And I'm going to put the screws in by hand just a little bit. I can still slide that around here. So, now you can see me. This is the Allen key that I was talking about. So it's actually a cut-off 60mm Allen. You can see that right here properly. Just enough to go into the screws of the seat. And it's not too long so that you can actually reach down here. I can reach that screw down there. That is very, very, very helpful for installing these seats, because you will realize this is a huge pain in the rear to get the screws in now on the sides. But it's impossible to reach the screws for the bottom if you can't lift the seat up like that. So there you can see where the screws go. It's very difficult with all the cameras in the way. Apologize if you don't see anything. I actually will have to do that off camera, so this is where the screw goes. See you in a bit. Okay, now the seat screws are in. Screw here, screw there, all the way tightened down, and if you lift that up, you can see there is a screw. And right there as well. It's really a pain in the rear to get these in place, because these Cybul seat rails, I don't know what they did there, but you need to push them down really hard just to make them fit over the holes, and that you don't tighten the bolts in, like, you know, like not like correctly. Like the thread's not going into, yeah, anyways. So yeah, that's really a bummer. They're not that much fun to install. However, I managed to do that on both sides, so we're good to go. All the way tightened down. And now what we're gonna do is, actually also kind of a tricky part is to get this hole here onto this part of the rail, and also the same on the other side. The other side is tricky because you can't see anything. I'm going to start with the other side to make it easier to move the seat up and down and find the hole and, yeah, align them. This is going to be funny. I need a washer and a screw. Luckily, this Allen key is magnetic. Now I'm not able to see any shit here. I don't even know if it's all the way down. Oh, found the hole already. That's pure luck here. So the hole is aligning, more or less. You need to do that without the Allen. That's the problem. And with your hands, you are losing the bolts all the time. But I think no. No. Yes. That's feeling good. I mean, in a car way, you know, in a mechanic's way, feeling good. I think I'm in, like, in the seats. That went unexpectedly well. Going to do the same on this side now. And they should align already, more or less. You see the hole is like right behind this bar. Who is ever going to reopen that? Nobody's going to reopen that. Why do I have to be able to tilt my seat? Nobody knows. Nobody can answer that question. I'd love to use a wrench here. There's no room. Come on, man. What the hell? Why are you getting jacked?
A few hours later.
Ha! Ha! Yes! Okay, never mind. Oh my god, dude, finally! Oh, Jesus. Yeah, that's it. Oh, okay. Alright. All the 4 screws are in. Everything is all tightened up. And I'm kind of excited because the last step we need to do, actually, to complete our seat installment, together with a roll bar, is going to be our seat belts, or our 4-point harness. You have your belts and you make sure that your Sparco logos are lining up on the seat. And this is not the ideal plate because it's actually for screwing it in, but it does work for yeah, making it tight on the roll bar as well. But I'm going to replace these for plates that don't have the spot for the screw, so they're just like this without this part. But for now this will do. You're going to do it like that. You're gonna go from down here, then in again like this, and then you go underneath the roll bar and in again, like that. And I hope you can see that, but there's a lot of videos out there how to do this. There's, I think, official Schrot video, which is a very good company for race belts. And yeah, and then you go from here, you go underneath that one again, and you could leave it like this, but then your belt is hanging around like that, so I'm going to go back in here, which is a tight squeeze, but it does work. For one last time, yeah, make sure it's not that loose. You want to make it tight, but in the end this is how you do it. Now, in order to get the 4-point harness going, I already showed you that part where we attached it to the roll bar, but yeah, we will have to go through our seat here on the side, right there. You make sure, of course, that it's not, you know, twisted. And I was keeping the original belt right behind the bar, just because if the police is, yeah, saying anything, if they don't accept this, which they should, but some do not. Make sure that you have these spacers in between, that you can turn everything easily. The screws that come with the Sparco belts are too short if you want to run your original belt as well. So if you keep that, you need to keep the old screws because those are a lot longer than the new ones from Sparco.
A few moments later.
You can't actually get the bolt in place when your seat's attached. So we are going to get back to this tomorrow. Okay, the seats are in.
so are the harnesses and everything. So I think we're good to go, actually. All I gotta do is to figure out this harness stuff so that it fits my body, and I want it to look as good as on this side, like, you know, the Sparco logos are lined up and everything's fitting. Do the same here, like adjust the belt a little bit. The thing that I really hated but had to do was to get the seats out again, the back two screws here, to lift it up and to reach the point where the harnesses go. So that was kind of stupid. I could have prevented that if I knew that before. So if you install bucket seats and you see that you can probably reach your harness points, screw in your harnesses with your seat just laying in the interior. That's what I learned today. So bucket seats are in, harnesses are in. I hope you liked this step-by-step video. I hope you liked all the failures and stuff that I did wrong. This is, yeah, kind of normal on my channel. I always do stuff that is wrong. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to check out my other videos, including videos on the Miata and the Mito. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. That would be really awesome for me. And I'm gonna see you guys in the next one then.